Howdy. All right, so I share a lot of Tai Chi and Qigong and all that stuff on here, but I haven't really taught a full-on live lesson with the sword. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing a quick couple live tips here for anyone who catches them. And then maybe we can set up a full-on schedule this week. That way I can start going live full-time here and start doing full classes, stuff like that, all on YouTube. So what I want us to do today is I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick crash course on the Jian, otherwise known as the straight swording Kung Fu. And then I'm going to show you a couple techniques to start your journey that you should start working on. Now, I'm thinking maybe we start a class at 11 o'clock once a week, maybe twice a week. That way we can get people here regularly. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for the Jian, there's a couple different things. Let's go over the weapon itself first. So you can see I have one hanging up there, but I'm going to be using a wooden one for now. Now we have our handle, we have our guard, we have a double-bladed edge, so there's a sharp on both sides to a tip. This is your Jian. So we can use the guard here to block. That way if we get in a bind, we can trap and twist. That's one reason why I like this style, is because it's a full-on guard here. You'll see some other styles that are a little bit smaller, which are okay, but there's no ability to trap the weapon with it. All right, so now that we know a little bit about the Jian, which this is one of the most common weapons in Kung Fu, but it's also one of the hardest to master. So how do we hold it? So the proper way to hold the Jian, there's a couple different grips. The main grip that I focus on is grabbing here, having my two fingers in, and my thumb wraps on that finger. The other two fingers will wrap here. Now what this does, get in the proper position. You don't want to be holding at the very top. You want to be right here. That way you can have some room to let it dip. Now this gives you the space to be able to switch your grip into the proper one. This is an extremely strong grip for cutting. Anytime you're doing a P-cut or a slice here, any uppercuts, this is a really good, strong grip. You shouldn't really be holding too much at the index finger. Now, when we do this grip here, this also allows us to switch the grip a little. Let me do my other hand. This also allows us to switch our grip a little bit. Now, you'll hear that some people say, never, ever, ever point your finger. Now, I point my finger, but only on the guard. I will not stick my finger out over like this, which you'll see a lot of wushu players go here because it has a lot of control. And you can usually, a lot of times, if you grab the guard, you can spin it a little easier here. But that's not realistic because you're cutting your hands and all that stuff. It's what I call bull grip. But the phoenix grip is what the finger is called when it's pointed. Now, this is okay to do when you let it drop over, because this gives you the wrist control to be able to let it go. But one thing I'm doing is I'm keeping my hand control here. See that? That is the phoenix grip. So this is good if they attack. You can put pressure down on the blade here. See, I'm pushing down here, which is good if you need to get that extra pressure down, or if you need to clear the space to let it drop at a weird angle. So you go forward like you're stabbing them, you stab them in the leg. Or you go over their arm, say they are attacking you, the weapon's here, go over their weapon. So the two grips that I want is our normal Wudang grip and then our sparrow grip here. Those are the two that you're going to be kind of going through most often. All right, so then when we hold the sword, we want our wrist nice and relaxed. So how do we keep a tight grip with the sword while keeping the wrist relaxed? Well, there's drills that you do. Everything is a drill. Kung Fu means expert skill gained through hard work, or mastery of skill through diligent practice. That's what Kung Fu means. So we have drills. So the first drill, you're going to hold the sword straight out. Now, my wrist is facing up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bend, let the sword drag, and I'm going to do a circle. Big circle first. And this one, I loosen up to a half phoenix grip. And it's like I'm painting The sword is the brush part of the pen, or the painting brush. All right, so from here, now we make the circle smaller. If you notice, I'm using my belly here. My belly is moving in the same direction as the circle. When I go this way. And then another way to drill is making sure you're not just going here. See, this makes it to where this is okay. This is a quick parry, right? But what we want to do is we want to bring the wrist. And when I say that the sword is the brush, what do I mean that the sword is the brush? So the sword is the actual hairs of the brush, where the arm is the wooden parts of the brush. So the hair, the sword is going to drag behind. That's where I think that they think that it looks like calligraphy. You'll hear all the time that the sword movements are like calligraphy written, because there's a little waviness to it, a softness to it. So once you do the drill circular this way, let's go the other way. Nice and soft, leading with the wrist and the arm. Good. So that's the first drill, right? You can go spinning up one way or the other. But the great thing is, I am a proponent of using both sides. Sorry, I had to make sure that it was still on. So using both sides. So I wanted to start drilling my left side now, which, as you can tell, I have to go a little slower as it's not my dominant hand, and it takes a little bit more time for me to get the feeling of it. Now, a lot of people won't start you on your left hand until you master the right hand. I somewhat think that this is a mistake. Always listen to your sifu, though, no matter what. But I think that this is a mistake, as you should be able to do it no matter what hand you have to use. What if you hurt your right arm? You need to be able to use your left arm. All right, now the other direction. Good. All right. So that's a quick little parry, a little circle here. So if someone attacks you, you can circle and attack. They attack, circle, and move forward. You circle and attack, circle and attack. So what's another drill? Let's do another drill. So this one is going to be called dotting the I. So from here, I'm going to start with 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind here. Now I'm going to be going at a 45-degree angle so you can see me a little better. My wrist is going to start down with my left hand as sword fingers. Thumb is in here, 2 fingers out. I put the sword fingers on my wrist. Now from here, I'm going to bring my foot back to the other foot. As I do this, I raise my wrist up, all the way up, and I drop the sword by moving my finger into Phoenix position here, dropping the sword here. Now when I drop the sword, or the tip of the sword, I'm gonna bring the foot back here. It's called dotting the I. I dot the I on the paper as they attack me. So I'm here, I'm in my guard position. They move forward, step back, dot the I, and press. They attack, dot the I. They attack, dot the I. 2, 3, 4. You can even add a little hop. So on this last one, what you can really do is bring that foot back. You suck in the gut, because if they're attacking you, they're going for your stomach and they want to get you or cut you, you want to get your stomach out of the way, poke them. So you're fighting them, boom, boom, whoa, and you can get them. All right, so that is dotting the I. Let's do it on our left hand. So I find my sparrow grip with my finger on the guard. Make sure it's not on the blade. on the guard or over the guard. It's not wrapping the guard. So from here, fingers here. This one's tough for me because I'm not used to doing this one on my left side, but you get to practice with me. So I pull the foot back, raise the wrist, dot the I. Good. Pull the foot back, dot the I. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, fell off. 7, 8. Let's do one more. Go. Good. So that is dotting the I. Now you can do dotting the I at different levels, right? So we're doing this one as if someone's attacking you. And you got to go over their weapon, right? Going up. Now, what if we're moving forward? You can move forward, down, right? So it's more of a lunge, right? Our lunge is straightforward. This one goes straight, then dips at the last second, confusing the defender. So let's do a lunge. Normal lunge first, then we'll add the dip on the last 5. So for lunge, I'm going to start here. One hand forward. I'm in a cat stance. Now I'm going to step forward, lunge forward. Ooh, straight ahead. Don't let it dip yet. Straight ahead. And then we pull back down. Lunge. Pull back. Lunge. Pull back. Lunge. Pull back. Lunge. Pull back. Ooh, I fell off balance. Find your balance. Let's do, now when we lunge, we're going to go forward, dip up. Make sure you got the cut down. Good. Again. Good. I'm going to do a couple forward towards you. Let's do 3 more. One more. Ready? Go. Good. The cool thing about this one is you can go at different angles. If I'm here, I'm not normally going to be fighting someone unless I'm trying to push them out of the ring or take their space. I'm going to be trying to go angles here. So I can step out. I can point this way. Here. Boom. Over the top. This way. Then I can go boom. Over the top. This way. So there's different angles that you can go with this lunge dip. Dotting the I. But let's do it on our left side. I got to get my left side down, so do y'all. All right, first one, straight lunge. 1. Ooh, totally off. I looked at the camera instead of forward. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good. Now, let's add dotting the I to our lunge. Remember, now we have to switch to Phoenix Scream. 1. Ooh, this one's harder for me. I'm like, let's make it work. 2. Down. 3. 4. Ooh, that totally, look at my grip. Look at this. This is bad. Look, I have nothing. If anything hits it, look, I barely touched it and it fell out. Make sure, even when you do sparrow grip, these fingers have to touch. Can't do sparrow grip and not have a strong connection. That's the problem with sparrow grip. It's not that the grip doesn't work or that it's not used. It's that people don't use it right. It's that they let go of their fingers. So when they stab, see here, I'm connected. Connected. In fact, I replace a lot of times where that finger would be. And I push hard. That way when I hit something, boom, nothing. Good. All right, let's do one more move. So I did forward point, dotting the I. We did lunge, mixed in with dotting the I, and we did circle 1. So the next one that we want to do is just a basic figure 8, because everyone needs to learn how to spin their sword. So I'm going to start off on the left side, right side. Drop the left side forward and turn in and chop down. Now from here, I turn my wrist. I release the fingers except for the top 2 fingers here. Spin and forward, and replacing my grip back to the Wudang grip. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now you'll see a lot of people, they'll loosen their grip like this. Right, my fingers are open. This is okay. You're spinning the sword. If you hit anything, it's going to be gone. So we keep those 2 fingers always connected. There's always a 2-finger connection no matter what. So when I go, right now, I am using my ring finger, or I'm sorry, not my ring finger, but my index finger and my thumb together, while the other fingers are loose so they can push like this. They're helping the spin move forward. So when I spin forward, I go 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down. Then you can do constant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do the other side. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now fast and go. Good. So figure 8 forward. And then the other side. Make it close to the body. Ooh, my left side's definitely not nearly as strong, but looks okay. I can tell my grip's not right. All right, well, that's your basics on the Jin for today. We're going to come back and do this again. I'll give out a little heads up on maybe shoot out my schedule. Oh, if you have a real live Jin, don't be doing what I'm doing right here, grabbing it, all that stuff. I'm practicing bad habits, but this is wood. Who cares? It's wood. It's a baseball bat, right? When you're first learning Jin, you should respect the weapon and make sure that you're not doing the grabbing of the swords. But in reality, I live in reality. This is just a wooden stick that looks like a sword that I like to have fun with. Well, I hope you had a great day. Go practice, learn Jin. If you need a wooden Jin or need to know where to first buy a Jin, I'm an affiliate, so I can help you out. Just reach out to me, and I will let you know where you can get some practice ones. All right. I hope you stand straight, or I hope you have a great day. Stand straight. Out here. All right. You have a great one. Take care.